today is a dark day for journalism. YouTuber FriendlyJordies has had his producer Christo apprehended by the police, in particular a counter-terrorism unit, in a gross and negligent use of power by New South Wales Deputy Premier John Barilaro. Now, this is not just concerning from a power point of view from the executive, but also for the fourth estate in journalism. One of the things that we really need to be concerned with here is the fact that the Deputy Premier of New South Wales is using a department specifically for fighting terrorism threats for his own ends. He's currently engaged in a lawsuit with FriendlyJordies, which in its own right, I would argue is frivolous. Most media outlets are out there saying that Christo approached and said a range of comments, including, "Why are you suing my boss?" as well as "You're corrupt." Now, these things have been proven to be false, and the vision has been provided by FriendlyJordies. And it makes you wonder if all it takes is someone to upset a member of the executive, for them to file false accusations and have a member of the counter-terrorism unit apprehend that person. I mean, if that was the case, then every current affair or Today Tonight journalist would be apprehended on the spot in the same ilk. But no, because this was the New South Wales Deputy Premier. Different case. You know, the cops don't even get called in the case of a current affair in Today Tonight. And I think more importantly, what we need to consider just from a personal point of view is the fact that so many issues plague our nation. Issues of domestic violence, you know, these are things that the police should be spending their time actually attending to, you know, or in that unit should be attending to. But instead, they're chasing down content creators. It risks setting a concerning precedent. Where does the executive actually get off in telling the fourth estate what they can and can't report on? Federally, they've tried to quash journalists and media and alike through the use of media reform. And I think that one of the things that we really need to be concerned about is where, as a liberalistic society, is this going to infringe on our liberties? We should be entitled to fair and balanced journalism. Now, whilst balance could be argued, fair journalism and accurate investigative journalism has been undertaken by FriendlyJordies in this instance. They haven't failed to back up any comment, but instead the focus is on defamation. The focus is on apparently he's defamed John Barilaro. But that's still no excuse for the way that this has been haphazardly handled and has just gone from one extreme to another. It's a concerning day for journalists and the Australian populace alike.